Hello, friends. We're being comfy today. I've had a bit of a rough time with my neck of late, so we're staying relaxed. Thought I'd try doing everything on screen with you today. Let's start with Palo Santo. Done that before. Like this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. We ask the Spirit to be with us as we go through this. Look back. Alright, so I've got my runes, got everything out here on my little table. Can you see it? Yeah, there you go. You can see everything you need to see, can't you? There's my little. There, now you can see everything. Alright, so as we do, we have our runes. My little list. I'm still learning my runes too, so. So Tala. See that there? Tala, there you go. There's a Tala. Alright, Tala is about heirlooms, heritage, and land of birth. So we're talking about our own histories tonight, and where we've come from, how that is in relation to everything. Whoops. Put this lovely little thing back. My little spread table for my Star Trek deck. I've got it upside down. But it really doesn't matter. I don't think. I like it this way though. Easier to see for me. I shuffled these earlier. We're going to shuffle one time. I did clear the deck earlier and set them all in the upright. So if anything comes out in the inverse, we'll definitely see it and take it as an inverse. Some people like to read them upright only. Some people like to read them upside down. Challenge. I don't do challenge position. That's when they're not up, they're not down, they're on the sideways. I don't understand that kind of reading yet, so I'm not doing challenge positions. So we're doing our Sunday night. Only taking them in the upright, or in the if they fall face up. This is our Sunday evening prime directive. Remember that our prime directive spread is not a specific question, it's not an emergency, it's just the guidance of where we're at and where we might go in the next week. Where are we going? Let's find our prime directive for the week, Spirit. I want to do that because that's too many cards and they're not face up. Come on, Spirit. Those are two on the time as I look up. If you do numbers, I don't. I just recognize them. There we go. There's two. That's the top of our spread. That's Wow. And the Ace of Platinum. Page of Starships is the Page of Cups. And Platinum is Pentacles. So Page of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to read them. I should probably turn that back on because I've got my little spread thing in here. We're messy. We're being messy. And there it is. So our first two cards show the past. We're talking about the past, so where we've been in recent times, I guess. The past has led to the current situation where we are today. Law, Page of Starships, Beta's daughter. She's one of my favorite characters. She is very much a trans representative kind of character. When the episode where she appeared, Data, the android character uh, with the gold skin, he made a daughter. He created another android, and he allowed Lal to pick their own presentation. So Lal is very much a trans character to me. And she is full of optimism and inspiration. She holds endless potential and opens her heart to new experiences. The viewpoint she holds will renew a sense of wonder in those she meets. However, she requires guidance during this period of discovery. So we've been there. We have a lot of options. We're looking at everything. We're looking at the future, where we've been, and we've got optimism, but we've needed some instruction and some guidance. With the Ace of Latinum, time to kick off a new business venture and look for new opportunities within your career and investments. Good fortune should be met with entrepreneurial spirit. Remember rule of acquisition 9, opportunity plus instinct equals profit. So this is where we've been. We started something new. We've been full of optimism about it. We've been looking for the guidance we need, and we're off to a good start, basically. And so our next card is a recent event that's triggered a change. And what recent event triggered a change, basically to lead us in this new direction? Spirit. Ooh, come here, cards. It came out by itself. Queen of Batless. I said I wouldn't take them if they fell face down, but I felt I needed to take that one. Queen of Batless is what triggered the change. This is Kurak. I can't remember what episode she's in, but the Queen of Batless may seem callous, but this is only because she seeks naught but the absolute truth. Her eyes are sharp as ductile blades, cutting to the heart of any matter. Her advice is always really honest, and maybe hard for others to hear. Yeah, I don't know about you, but for me, I have been standing in that energy. I'm just, of recent months especially, take no comers if they're gonna lie. That's me. That's where I'm at. It's like, I see the truth. I see what the heck you're doing. Stop it, or I'm gone. I've done that with a couple of people. So, not but the absolute truth. It has to be that way. Lies are just bad karma, honestly. Don't lie. Don't lie to me. I know what you're doing. Don't lie, because it's just going to backfire on you. See, that's too many cards. Our next slot is our current state of being, reflecting on this card deeply towards the heart of the entire reading. So this is where we're currently at. It will be informed by where we go in the future, but this is the important piece. So where are we currently at, Spirit? Still a bit in the Queen of Batless energy. Queen of Swords, Batless of Swords. So, but we recently came into that energy, so that's the change that it brought about. seeing the absolute truth for what it is, led us to our current energy, and we have to, I think that one. That one flew out quite. Oh, now we're in the night of Atlas. That is Kaler, one of my other favorite characters. She is 3/4 Klingon, 1/4 human, and her son and Worf's son are the same guy, Alexander Roshenko, who is also the page of Atlas. Anyways, Kaler, an ambassador for the Federation and Klingon Empire. The Knight of Atlas is passionate and fearless, seizing every opportunity without hesitation. She is proud of what she believes in, voicing her opinions strongly and often. When others hesitate, they should look to her confidence and shining example. Ooh. I've never been one to say, hey, look at me, follow my example. But if that's the energy, that's the energy. Like I just said with the Queen of Atlas, don't come at me if you're gonna lie. I'm not going to accept it. This is my example. I don't deal in lies. I may keep things to myself as necessary because I recognize that people will be karmic if I don't. But yeah, I am definitely in a no fear, take no guff. In the words of Mommy Dearest, a movie that is quoted in the rag community especially, don't fuck with me, fellas. You know, um, I am not going to be an easy character to come against in that sense. If you're following my energy in this reading, that's you too. Where in your life are you in that energy of don't come at me? You know, are you in that energy? If you're not, then this reading might not be yours. But it is what it is. You're here. Welcome. Who's on the King of Cloaks, King of Wands. That is Pamalak. I'm not going to read him because he's on the bottom of the deck. I would pull him out. Our next slot represents where our current course is taking. Have we chosen the direction or other forces at play? So, where is our current path? Where is our current energy taking us, Spirit? What is this no holds barred, no guff taking energy going to take us? No. Too many cards, Spirit. I can do 1 and 2 at a time, not 5 and 6. Oh goodness, two at a time on this bottom slot because they are read together. That would be fine, Spirit. But maybe 2 here if we want to do a supporting card of it. It was almost exactly in the slot. You can't really see it on the screen, but it slid right into the place that it was supposed to be. It was face down, but given where it landed, I think it was meant to be read. And it is. Where is our current energy taking us? It's actually quite an auspicious card in that sense. It's 10 of Latinum. 10 of Pentacles. What good is Latinum without family and friends to enjoy it with? Your home and community have grown prosperous due to your success. Still keep an eye on your profits. Rule of acquisition number 75. Homes where the heart is, but the stars are made of Latinum. This energy that we've been in this solidly not taking any comers that are lying or making that kind of thing, it's leading us good places. It's bringing us to community, new opportunities, uh, but it's not leaving us in a place where we feel like we can stop. We've got the ability to keep moving forward, so we're going to keep doing that. And we've got our last 2 cards. These 2 are the cards of the future and are meant to be read as a set. Is it an outcome we want, or is it an outcome we want to change? So where's this whole reading headed towards? two cards read together. It's one card upside down, not upside down, face down. Let's get clearly upright cards here. I would like that. Clearly face up cards. No, we want to do these. Okay, well, got two. You got same place, two cards, same place that the other one fell over. So we an interesting spread of Latinum here today. We have the Page of Cloaks, the Page of Wands, and the Five of Latinum. So Page of Cloaks, Page of Wands, that is Sedok. Page of Cloaks is eager to take on any challenge and fully dedicated to whatever cause she has devoted herself to. She will inspire others to join her and share her great passion. Still, she would benefit greatly from listening to the wisdom of others. Never a problem wanting to listen to wisdom. Um, I'm going to read her again just for myself real quick here. Take on any challenge and fully dedicated to whatever it is she devotes herself to, inspiring others to join her in her passions. So, I think so. I'm, as much as I'm strong in my person and my position here, I'm not going to be against help or secretive about what I'm doing. Obviously not. I'm trying to be open and honest and completely in myself. Hello there, Steve. One of my boys is looking at me from behind. Hi, Steve. Hey, no! Don't bite! Ouch! That hurts. He's got me on the knuckle. Thankfully, he doesn't take any blood anymore, so. Sorry about that. I should have left him alone. He was being a goober. Being a goober. Goober. No bites. Yeah, no bites. That hurts. If you want a snack, I'll get you one in a bit, you silly bugger. I think he wants a snack. That's why he did that. Anyways, inspiring others to join us in our endeavors with the Five of Latin and Five of Pentacles. Profit margins dipped into the red due to lack of hard work or an unfortunate twist of fate. You find yourself feeling vulnerable and anxious due to financial struggles. Learn to rely on the aid of others to bring the books back into the black. Yeah, I'm definitely passionate about what I'm doing right now, uh, and I'm definitely in a bit of a financial bind because I'm passionately going to start looking for a new place to live. But given that I live on disability, it's a bit of a difficult situation financially. Um, it may be that for you, it may be something else. I don't know what it is for you. For me, I'm looking for a new place to live, and I have made the request of friends to kind of help me look in a way. Not that I'm asking them to look at real estate for me or anything, but I did put it out there that I was doing this, and I was struggling to see any place that would be accommodating to me in my situation, and I've had a couple of responses, and people have given suggestions, so I'm following that up this week. This is a weekly reading, so that's we want to continue the same vibe next week. It'll be the same vibe, but it may evolve. It may be new. Depends on all sorts of factors, right? But right now, that's where we're at. We have been very optimistic and very enthusiastic in discovery, and it started us off on a new venture. But we are taking absolute newcomers who are karmic. We are proceeding with strength, and it's leading us to Wipe the Windfall. Um, and then we have a Page of Cloaks who's enthusiastic as well, looking for this new endeavor to continue and will inspire others to join in. And even though we're stuck in a bit of a financial bind in the moment, if we look for help, if we look for the support, it will show up. I hope that you like this reading. It's what I got for you this week. I hope you enjoyed the other videos that I put out in the week, and I will see what happens this week, what I'm inspired to put out for people. Um, if you have suggestions, here's me asking for your advice and your help. If you have suggestions, now that you've seen, I would say, the lion's share of who I am, there's stuff I don't share, like I said. Some things aren't meant to be shared. They're private, they're personal, they're you know, still in development sometimes. But if you have suggestions about what you'd like to see me do, I haven't put out any of my artwork yet. I I paint, I draw, uh, mostly in acrylics or I have done oils. I'll show you one. I'll show you the one major oil painting I did um, sometime. Uh, but I also do. Oh, maybe I will share one else if I can find them. Where are they? Oh, you know what? Just for funsies. Um, I don't know if I told you know I'm part of a community called the Society for Creative Anachronism, and this is one of the things I've been painting. It's the tree of life, and we there's 4 seasons around it: winter, spring, summer, and fall. So it's the wheel of time, and I'm working on the backside with an actual wheel. But there's a little bit. This is just balsa wood from the dollar store, about a little thingy, and using gouache paint, which is a variant of watercolor. Uh, it is chalky and opaque rather than translucent. So if you want to see what else I can do, give me a shout. Tell me what you want to see. Um, yeah. See you later.